Now, if you're looking for a nice, colourful meal that will satisfy the palate, Chef Vanessa Rose Valero joins us with a healthy family option with salmon, quinoa and mango. Oh, sounds lovely. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, nice and healthy this morning. And you're saying it'd be good for my heart.
Very good for your heart. With your heart monitor there, it's very heart healthy with all the delicious fats from everything in the coconut oil to the salmon. Then you have lots of protein, lots of fiber in the quinoa as well. Really good grain to use, especially with kids, because it does have so much protein. So maybe if they're not too keen on the actual meat or something, it really is a good neutral way to actually put in spices and flavors as well.
Okay, let's start then.
So to start, I have the quinoa prepared here, but whenever you make the quinoa, you're going to do about a cup of quinoa. And the nice thing about quinoa and most grains is you can use it to bring in all sorts of flavors. So in this, to make it easy, I put the flavor in beforehand. So coconut oil, which is really delicious, adds a nice hint of coconut, some nice tropical flavors, and some ginger. You can either do fresh ginger root, or you can do ginger powder, either one.
About a year ago, everybody was talking about coconut oil and quinoa, and then it sort of faded off, didn't it? It was the big thing, like coconut oil. Everybody
I used to put it on my face, and my dogs would lick my body because I'd make my own oil. So then I stopped using it so much. But it's still very healthy for you. See, it might not be trendy now, but you know, it's not just about the trends. It's still really healthy, really flavorful. And then for the salmon, you know, here in Ireland, you have access to such beautiful farmed salmon. This is farmed organic salmon that's farmed out in Connemara, just on the west side of the country. Beautiful part of Ireland.
So you're going to flavour it at all?
I am going to flavour it. So again, salmon is a great body to carry so many different flavors. Just going to use a little bit of lemon juice here and squeeze that on top. The nice thing about citrus in any kind of meat that you're cooking is it caramelizes the sugar in it, so it gets a nice, beautiful crust on it without having to do too much.
Right.
You're going to put a tiny bit of salt. Salt to taste, you know, if you're trying to watch for your heart and things, you don't want to use as much. Everyone's palate's a bit different. A little bit of pepper. And then some cumin, which is a fantastic spice, which is used in a lot of Latin American and Indian cuisine, but it's just a nice warm flavor. And then a little bit of ginger. Ginger, some people might think has a bit of heat on it. So if you're a little more sensitive to heat, go lighter on the ginger.
Okay. And that'll go into the oven then?
That's just going to go simply into the oven.
How long would you cook it then for?
On 260 degrees Celsius for 8 to 10 minutes.
Oh, just 8 to 10
minutes. And that's it.
Yeah.
And line your baking sheet in aluminum foil, and then you don't have to clean your pan. You just throw it away. It's fantastic. So
8 to 10 minutes.
8 to 10 minutes.
I always find that people maybe in Ireland overcook their fish. They're just maybe a little bit afraid.
Just a little bit, yeah. And that's why with this, it's pretty foolproof. I mean, the 8 to 10 minutes. 8 minutes is going to be well done, but maybe if you're a little squeamish on the fish, go with that.
Now, you're doing a salsa with it.
So the salsa, this is a mango pico de gallo. Pico de gallo is a fantastic form of salsa. You don't need a blender or a food processor. It's quick, simple, easy to do. You can make it up to a day in advance. If you want, you can make extra and put it out with tortilla chips. It's delicious. Just a mango chopped up here, cubed in nice cubes, and then I washed my hands and sanitized.
Okay.
Sorry, as I put my hands into the food. Half of a red bell pepper, all just super bright, vibrant, delicious flavors and nutrients. A whole avocado here.
Whole avocado.
Whole avocado. Half of a red onion. If the red onion scares you a bit, the lime juice is actually going to cut through a little bit of that sharpness.
That was a good bit of lime juice that you put on top of the salmon there.
Yeah, there was. It doesn't, especially whenever you're cooking the lime juice, a lot of that flavor is going to actually dissipate. It's not going to be overpowering. And then you're going to want to put half of a lime onto this pico de gallo.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Again, that's going to help cut through some of that.
This is a real summer sitting outside dish, isn't it?
Oh, it's fantastic. Or it's a sitting inside when it's freezing outside and pretending like it's summer and drinking a glass of Sauvignon Blanc with it.
Like we're doing a lot of here,
exactly. Yeah. So if you don't get a lovely day, you know, why not still enjoy and watch a tropical movie or turn on some music and open a nice bottle of white wine. Perfect.
And cooking the quinoa then, how long does it take? How long does the quinoa take? Because we have a finished one here, and I'm looking at the quinoa here.
Yeah, so quinoa is 2 to 1. So 2 water to 1 grain. So just like rice. And so you're going to put that into the pan. You're going to cover it, bring it to a boil, and then cook it for 20 minutes.
And do you have to keep watching it? Will it stick to the pan? Do you have to keep watching it?
Don't watch it. The best thing to do with the grain is to put it on, cover it, and walk away, and don't think about it till the timer goes off. Because whenever you open it, it's not going to steam properly.
The salmon looks delicious.
So I actually don't have another one here, but this I'm going to put, you mentioned lime, actually a little bit of lime inside of the quinoa after it's cooked.
You love your lime.
I know, and I know it's... But again, it blends in nicely. You're going to take a fork whenever you do quinoa, and you want to fluff the quinoa so that it's nice and fluffy, because it's a seed, so otherwise it can tend to clump together. Beautiful. There you are, and again, there's coconut and ginger already in there.
That salmon is delicious.
Delicious. Oh, I'm so happy you approved that one. That's fantastic.
Oh, it is absolutely delicious. And then just the little salad with it is gorgeous. Oh, so the quinoa comes out like that.
Yeah. So then you're just going to go ahead and plate that up. This is called a quinoa bowl. Typically at home, I'd serve it in a bowl. And believe it or not, even though it's healthy, it can absolutely be a comfort food. And it's great in a bowl, even if you want to cozy up and eat it. Putting it on the plate so you can see it a little bit better.
And you know what I love about this? Is the colour.
The colour.
Because they say you do eat with your eyes and stuff.
You do eat with your eyes.
So that's beautiful. So it's coming out there about 8 minutes. Absolutely delicious, so healthy, and thank you so much for that.
Fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful.
Enjoy.
Now, Ireland has always had a tricky relationship with alcohol, and at 9:35 we'll be meeting Kate Gunn, who, despite being a normal drinker, gave up alcohol for her 30-day challenge and never went back on it. And has she noticed the benefits? Well, we're going to find out a little later. We'll see you in a few minutes.